This is a brief video tutorial about using electronic online reading lists with Plymouth University. So to get to the reading list, you need to navigate your way there either through a Moodle site or with the direct web link as showing here, or possibly with a QR code, which if you're using a mobile device you can scan and it picks up the address for you. So I'm going to click through with the web address here. So I click on the web address and it should open a browser with an electronic reading list in it. I'll just wait for that to happen. So here's the electronic reading list. It's essentially a list of texts. As you can see, they can be arranged in different ways. The one here is arranged in themes. This is for a module about mathematics teaching at A-level. So here I've arranged it in themes: problem solving, problems and problem solving, assessment and setting, etc., etc., maths and ICT, gender and mathematics, and so on. So in a sense it's just a list of books. At the top there are some different options for you. I'm a member of staff, so you'll see you won't see all of these as a student, but a useful one here says view bibliography. If I click that button, then instead of seeing these texts arranged in groups, what I get is a bibliography view of it. I have to say it tends to have some errors in because the software doesn't always pick up the data that's needed, but generally it's reasonably good. So I go back to the list here. So the key thing about this being electronic is that you don't have to go to our library and search through all this. When I first clicked through to it, I was already logged on to our system. You might have to go through a login, a university login page to get to it. But once you've done that, you should be logged into the university. And then you can access these papers or books directly through the hyperlink. So I'm going to pick something that I know we can get full text on. Let me think, here's one. So this paper here about education policy and the ideal learner by Alice Bradbury. What I do is I click on the link, wait for that to open, and it takes me through to a page which describes that publication, tells me what journal it's from, and so on and so on. And the key thing you need to know is what to do on this page, that there is this line that says DOI here. And that's what you click on. You click on the DOI number, and what we should find is that we go through an authentication page, Shibboleth, the organisation that authenticates our text for us. And with a little bit of patience, we should eventually come to the website for that paper in the particular journal. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's a bit quicker. So after a little pause, it's taken a while to do that, but here we are at the web page of that article. And crucially now what you have is the abstract, but this green box here shows us that we've got full text access to that, which I can either download as an HTML file or as a PDF. I can also extract other information like the citation if I'm using citation software, and so on and so on. And that essentially is how you use a reading list on our electronic reading list system. Perhaps the only other thing to show you is that if it's not an article, it might be a book. Not sure how many books I've got on this list, but let's see if we can find one. mainly articles. Here we go. So here's a book. Now this of course doesn't necessarily take you to the book because we don't have books necessarily electronically, but what this does is it takes you through to our library so that you can view this book in our library catalogue. Some of them are ebooks, so some you can get full text to. Most of them just show you access to that book in our library system, and you can of course then come and borrow them or have them posted to you if you contact the library. Again, it's taking a little while tonight to do that, so I'll leave that running. But that essentially is how you use online reading lists with the University of Plymouth.